Greetings senseless people and SurroundEdByFreaks, welcome back to Alice Madness Returns. Today we start the third chapter. After last episode, with a wombo combo of cutscenes, we concluded the second one. In our world, Alice survived the fire, probably thanks to Nanny, who now brought her to meet Mr. Radcliffe, the former lawyer of Alice's dad. Nanny, your legs are unsettlingly short. Meanwhile, in Wonderland, the show was revealed to be just an excuse from the carpenter and mainly the walrus to feast. Oh, cheese. Yeah, but I don't know how much I trust you with that face. Because the carpenter and the walrus are scavengers, they don't really care about Wonderland and took advantage of the chaos brought by the infernal train, even though at the end of the cutscene, it seems like that the train crashes into the theater and the carpenter actually pushes Alice out of the way and sorta sacrifices himself. So maybe there was more positive about him than we think.
Get to the ground, Bill.
Yeah, I've been scouting around. Nothing getting a minute. Place is crawling with rozzers since them bleeding murders.
Whose work was that?
If you two were speaking ancient Icelandic, I'll probably understand you better. What the f... In the show, the walrus was representing death, the ultimate equalizer, because it will come for us all, and while that's true, it's also true that after death, not all graves look the same. Talking about death, there is a funeral here, I guess. I like how Alice is just getting in the way of everybody and listening to private conversations.
And unless you open your purse a little wider, that's all you're gonna get.
But I'm sure we can work something out. You might get more if you stop talking.
Consider my lips sealed.
Oh no, dear. That wouldn't do at all.
Were you two talking about something dirty or what? The only thing that we can take away from that chapter is the carpenter said that we should seek for Caterpillar, but also to consider the prospect that you have been misled, Alice, and ask yourself, by whom?
Oh, shit.
With that said, we are at Mr. Radcliffe's house.
Yes? Who is it?
Alice Liddell, Mr. Radcliffe.
Ah, you're back. I suppose you better come up. Mind the latch.
Ah, you're back. Oh no.
Alice Liddell, Mr. Radcliffe.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So considering that there could be a traitor on our side, well, we better start being suspicious and investigate. The ancient scroll is parchment, and the characters are drawn in Indian ink, which Radcliffe claims the Chinese invented eons ago by mixing soot, lamp oil, gelatin of donkey skin, and musk. He does know some remarkable things. Radcliffe always sounded quite cynical in Alice's memories, quite interested in Alice's family inheritance. Is this the top hat that he was talking about that he would burn because it was embarrassing? I think it's a quite sick hat, Radcliffe. Very pimp. I like it. That really makes him a suspect in our minds. Radcliffe, who can make even fascinating subjects boring, says that the curved blade is a 16th century Meitu katana and the shorter sword is called wakizashi, both used by Japanese samurai. Clearly, Radcliffe is a weeb and is actually quite passionate about Asian style and culture. Where are your pop action figures, Mr. Radcliffe? Xuande porcelain, Mr. Radcliffe says, is the Ming Dynasty's finest. Beautiful shapes, best colors and most prized decorations. I like to explore a little bit the real world, and this will be a little bit of a hint about the next chapter. Hello! Another nice hat I see! You can't say Mr. Radcliffe doesn't have style, even though he's in pyjama, basically.
You do have my rabbit.
Aha!
Forgotten your manners? And what else, I wonder? You abandoned it at Rutledge Asylum, my dear. We've been over this before.
Guilty!
In a huff as usual, oozing with attitude and accusatory flummery, I've stolen her rabbit. Ridiculous pretext. She's here about the fire again. All the mad child wants to talk about. My report found her family dead by misadventure. She won't accept it. Goes on and on about her killing memories and her need to know the truth. The alleged truth is, the fire began in the library when the cat knocked over a lamp. The blaze trapped her parents and sister upstairs. Sister Lizzie never even unlocked her door. Died in her bed. The guilty cat always sets her off. She denies it, makes no sense, it can't be, etc. Agreed. From the outset, Alice was my candidate for the pyromaniac. The girl had a fixation with fire. I once remarked that I thought she might have had a larger role in causing the tragedy. She suffered some sort of psychotic episode.
Did I rip his head off? I wanted to. What's left of my brain will explode. Is it mad to pray for better hallucinations? Perhaps I'm fated to expire right here.
Poor Alice. Clearly, the time that she's able to pass in our world is getting shorter and shorter each time. And this is one of the most mysterious moments of the game. The soundtrack is called the Radcliffe's Fate, because, as you can tell, it's very ambiguous what happened. Now, Alice entered Radcliffe's residence and talked with him, as we just saw, but now we are here in some sort of an abandoned building. All movables and effects are gone, nothing but dust, stains and the smell of tobacco. No signs of the coroner's reporter or my rabbit either. Damn him. Something is not adding up. It's not like Alice passed out and everything is gone in 1 second and Radcliffe was so scared by Alice that he moved out immediately from his house. Clearly this house has been abandoned for quite some time. Radcliffe was the one who wrote the report on the fire that killed Alice's family. He suggested that it was the cat who knocked over an oil lamp in the library and therefore started the fire. Just like we saw in the intro of American McGee's Alice. That was Radcliffe's version of the events. I'm certain I've been here, but this view isn't even vaguely reminiscent. Perhaps there's some new construction, perhaps it was summer, perhaps I was distracted. Yes, I can relate with this. I have no recollection of this place, or have I? But Alice is almost certain in her broken memories, though, that can't be the case. She remembers that the cat went with her to bed in the evening. The cat couldn't have been the one who simply knocked over a lamp while everybody was elsewhere. The barricade discourages squatters, suggests he didn't sell up, just left, quickly. I can't get through this way, but I recall the place had a door in the back that opened on the lane. But so the question now is, what happened to Radcliffe? Did Alice actually enter Radcliffe's house and then passed out and now she's in some sort of vision? Or was that a vision and Alice never met Radcliffe and actually entered in this sort of an abandoned building because Radcliffe isn't here anymore? That's a question without an answer, really. But there are hints that say that maybe Alice did indeed meet Radcliffe and this is a vision. The first hint is this. London is suddenly covered by snow and we see a broken snow globe of the mock turtle. Doesn't make much sense, it's a creature of Wonderland. But most importantly, what are these burning giant mushrooms doing here? What I can tell you for sure is that clearly this is not our world. Alice is not able to stay long in this world anymore. Ah, the infernal train.
This bloody ruin! It's corrupting all of Wonderland.
Seeking refuge from the wicked world? Perhaps things only look like they've gone to hell.
You're not that good a liar, and I'm not that stupid. But something a bit less calamitous would have been welcome.
This unmitigated disaster is your doing, and it will get worse. Your train keeps a hellish schedule. Get moving. Time waits for no one. The change has begun.
The train is perfectly capable of terrifying me, Cat. You should find another job. Is there really so little hope?
There's even less, and if fear paralyzes you, we are lost.
Vale. Oh, whoa. That's not a nice welcome. Vale of Doom. You might think this is a new area of Wonderland, as we clearly are back. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you noticed, but we are back in Wonderland. Don't you even try. Don't you even try to touch me, like leagues below me. How does it feel seeing your minions destroyed in front of your eyes? Now you might think this is a new area, but in reality we've already been here. It's just that back then it was called Vale of Tears. Because this is the first Wonderland area that we saw in the game before entering the Medator's domain. And if you remember, it was being destroyed and corrupted by the ruins, and it looks like that the corruption is complete. Whatever set in motion that then infernal train surely is destroying Wonderland. And as the cat said, change has begun, and there is very little hope. Unless we kick every enemy's ass from first to last. Did you just get defeated by the bunny?
Humiliation.
Bunny MVP once again. As you can tell, it's a very end of the world scenario, and by world I mean Wonderland. So yes, it definitely fits what is happening inside Alex's heart and mind.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
A single step off London Bridge could end my journey.
Failure as your epitaph. I'd hoped you were more courageous.
Listen here, you voice. I don't know if you recognize this voice as the caterpillar. Get out of my face. I'm explaining. You tried. What are you making me do? Since it's like 2 chapters that people are telling me to seek the caterpillar, are you making me smoke to enter your 420 club? I see how it is. The caterpillar is such a mystical creature that you can't even see or hear it if you're not on drugs. You two, what do you think you're doing? Like, you're basically asking me to be trolled from over here. I just love killing enemies while I'm in a safe spot. More smoking for 20 time, I see.
That vaporous ledge only appears as flimsy and insubstantial as your confidence. It will hold you, trust me.
I don't trust you at all. And as you heard, Alice is certainly not above suicidal thoughts, because, well, you can imagine how heavy the situation is and how Alice feels. After everything that happened to her, there is still no peace, there is still no happiness. It's understandable that she might think that a single step off a bridge might end her journey for good and probably bring her some peace. But it's too early for that, Alice. We still can have a lot of fun destroying these creatures that would love to see you fail. You thought I would step on the shit. This is clearly ruin, as you can tell. But I suppose that's just me talking. The most important thing for Alice is for sure knowing the truth. I think your family deserves it, Alice. They were accurate in depicting that while the entire Vale of Tears is burning and getting destroyed, the metal remains of the Medator's domain are still here, because obviously wood and leaves burn much easier. And what did I see? I saw a very interesting thing. I saw the fourth and last weapon of the game, which is a good thing, but on the other side, it's a bad thing for what is about to happen. Finally, I can be an iPod and shoot my hot, boiling, spicy tea, more hot, more boiling, and more spicy than their tea, with my teapot cannon. The Mad Hatter Manufacturing Corporation. Teapot cannon never seen before. Oh, it has an automatic steam exhaust cap. Does it come with manual gearbox? Clock face pressure meter? Is the GT version. And shoots devastating tea grenades. Throw an instant tea party. It will be a blast. Oh yes, it will indeed. Thing is that with the teapot cannon, new enemies come now. Well, you are not really worthy of even trying my teapot cannon on, because soon there will be another enemy that will definitely be worthy to try the teapot cannon on. It's the return of the colossal ruin, the epic shittle, who came here to visit for a nice cup of tea, am I right? How does it taste? Take this and taste it. I tasted it. Oh, but don't worry, I still have plenty of it. And let's not forget my pepper garnish to make it extra spicy. Oh no, I hate this attack. Get out of here, Alice. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Don't suck me. That's so gross. How dare you? Ugh, touching me with your filthy hands. But be careful handling hot stuff. You might get burned. Ah, getting pissed? I would mock you more, but I know what's coming. It's the second phase, the T-posing flamethrower! Get out of here, Alice! Ah, it's so close! Bold of you to assume that fire will work on Alice. Why are you still following me? Get out of here! You creep! Ah, you're exhausted, huh? You need a refill. I'll refill you with these hands, with this blade. Bunny, I need you to distract him, please. He absolutely doesn't care. Get out of here, Alice. Now, you might have thought that since I was screaming, fire is actually effective on me. Ah, no! As I was saying, fire is absolutely not effective on me. I'm the flamethrower expert on Guild Wars 2. You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? Don't follow me. And give me lots of roses. Ooh. And now I am sure that we have enough teeth to upgrade one weapon, and I would definitely go immediately for the teapot cannon, which will change skin. To this, it's not such a big upgrade, really, but the teapot cannon is a very useful and powerful weapon, therefore we better have it powered up, because otherwise we are doomed. But even if you doomed my Vale, stupid ruin, you won't doom me. It's much more difficult. You might have noticed that this is the third chapter, and if there is one enemy that is constant in every chapter, every type of ruin is in every chapter mixed up with the chapter enemies. For example, in the first one we had the teacup people, and in the second one we had the crabs, and this is basically their own level. Yeah, that's me when I see insects. Now we were suspecting of Radcliffe, and my main suspect remains the caterpillar. You want to know why? Because he's an insect. Yes, I'm very racist against insects. Is that a problem? Disgusting. And I even have the goodwill of not being too much of a simp around Alice, but the caterpillar is just there like, yeah, smoke Alice, 420, am I right? Who is the real ally of Alice and who is the traitor? Of course, more 420. Yes, hi, bro. Snoop Dogg!
I'm devastated. Look what's become of my beautiful valley.
All things change in the fullness of time, often not for better.
Here there is a little trick, because this shit that was covering the entrance dried, and so we can recover a memory.
Catastrophe may strike even the best regulated families, Miss Lind. Of course, one family's disaster may be another family's opportunity. And the same goes for a surviving family member, if you know what I mean.
Typical Radcliffe thinking that Alice is even remotely like him, thinking about inheritances. Hello? Sup? Ah, nice try, but you can't catch me up here. Ah, triple shitdoll, coming to get trolled as well? Just floating. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Okay, not the case. He can shoot me even if I'm up there. Fine then. You win this time. I won't be able to troll you that easily. Yes, but I still need to break your defense. Come on, shoot some balls. Ah, I knew that going up there and trolling him would trigger him. Hoo-hoo, did you like that? Ah, come on, I misclicked. No, sorry, I won't take back my pepper. You ordered my hot boiling tea with extra dose of trolling. No refunds. I see you're all red now. It's not too much pepper. It's never too much pepper. That's what I thought. The ruins invaded my Vale of Tears and made it theirs. Now I'm invading it back. It's the counter-assault. And that won't be stopped so easily. I'm going to be brutal. If there is an enemy that I plan to be brutal against, those are the ruins. Clearly here there is a keyhole, but I think we missed something. We must be missing an enemy of some sort. Ah! Who is it? Is that you? Or is that you? Or you? I will go through all of you, eventually. Ah, it was you indeed. The ruin has dried. I should be able to free the passage to the keyhole. And if I'm not mistaken, over here, there should be the first Radula room of this chapter, or not. Whoa! Spinny spin. Aha, yes. So let's do this Radula room and end this episode. Ah, it's a riddle.
Ah, there you are, Alice.
We welcome the arrival of a phantom at sunset, only to rue its departure at sunrise. What is it? I don't know what rue means. RuPaul? Looks like the kitty just had a nice bloody snack. I also don't know what is night flocks, but I'm pretty sure that compared to the older answers, it must be dreams.
Perfect.
Love when he says that. Can we stay here a bit more, Alice? Like, it's a little remains of Vale of Tears inside the Radula room. But we have to be brave, Alice. We have to be brave and face our enemies. Or a headbutt, maybe?
Snake, answer me!
I will end this episode here. Next time we will continue the intro to the third chapter, here with Alice back in her Wonderland self. I'm SurroundEdByFreaks. Hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye.